Welcome back to the Road Show this morning. The Buzz. What really irks Americans? Well, according to Consumer Reports, it's hidden fees. And coming in a very close second is the inability to get a human being on the phone. I know that's really annoying. I especially hate when you call and you have all those options, and your option is not there, but they won't let you talk to an operator.
Right. Do 0, then you get hung up.
Yes.
I hate it.
I hate that too. Another one was tailgating, followed by cell phone use by drivers, and then incomprehensible bills. You know, when they throw on these, routing fees and tax surcharge fee rate thing, and you're like, what the heck is this? Yeah. What annoys you guys? What annoys you guys?
I thought of one.
Okay.
Grocery store, I don't know, when the people checking you out are having conversations with each other and they don't even acknowledge that you're there, that drives me crazy.
Especially in department stores, where you say, listen, I'm coming in here, I don't often open up my wallet to everybody, and you're not even, you're running around and not even making eye contact.
Or they stop to have a conversation with each other and you're like, I'm sorry.
I gotta go. What about you?
Well, I've got a huge list, as you might expect, knowing me. But I'll try to whittle it down. Number one that bothers me is people who will sit there and drive with a cell phone like they're the only ones on the road, and drive like this, and they're driving, the speed limit's 65, and they're doing 25, and there are cars on each side, and you're like, get out of the way!
Right.
Get off the phone.
Mine has to do with driving, too. I hate when people drive in the passing lane.
Right.
My husband does it.
And they just stay there.
And I say, move over.
Get out.
Move over. There are people trying. This is not a driving lane. It's a passing lane. Rounding out the top 10, and I hope we don't have video of this one, dog poop. Unreliable internet service, that really irks me. Discourteous cell phone use, when people just kind of, I don't understand people who don't hang up, who don't say goodbye, they just hang up their phones sometimes.
Well, I don't know anybody talk anymore.
That's true, they just text.
Right. Except not while driving.
That's right. And waiting for repair people, I'll be there sometime between 8 a.m. and 9 p.m.
Right. And my last one is, and I said this earlier this morning, when you've got a complaint with a major company and they outsource their consumers to another country and they don't speak English well, and you're trying to communicate with them what's going on in your bill, and they can't understand you, and they keep asking you to repeat what you're saying, and your blood pressure's going up, and you're just like, can I please speak to somebody who speaks English?
Hey, I want to, what were you going to say, Michelle?
I had a problem with National Grid for about 2 years.
Okay. You better be careful. You might go home and your refrigerator's off.
Well, the problem is that they were just estimating the bill every time, and they would overestimate. And so every single month, the bill would come, and I'd have to go check the gas meter.
Right.
I'd have to call them on the phone.
Good for you, though. I don't think I've done that.
I did every month for about 2 years.
But were you on a budget plan?
No.
Okay.
They just estimated, and then they would, when it was time to actually do a reading, they'd say, "Oh, we couldn't do it this time because the meter's in a closet." It drove me nuts. Crazy. I finally got it worked out.
I know some of the things that annoy Courtney Caligari.
What?
Seafood.
I can't imagine.
Not
Such
much.
a
Not
nice
much.
lady.
Seafood in a shell. And surprises. She does not like those two things.
I'm not big on surprises. Wow. I don't know. I feel like it scares me. I don't like to be frightened. I just don't have that gene that wants to get scared. People go to the movies and just love to see scary stuff. But what else do I not like? Oh, yes, loud cell phone conversations in public. You're just like, can you keep it down or hang up, when you're waiting in line for something? So anyway, here's what some of our bloggers think on FoxProvidence.com. Lisa said she voted in the poll and she chose hidden fees. She says, that irks me when I get fees I didn't expect. And Evan says, one thing that annoys me is when you're walking in the mall and people are just walking ever so slowly. And we have one more from Reconfirm, and he said, I got a $40 parking ticket in Boston. I called to dispute it, got no real person, was told to mail in a dispute. He says, I just want to tell them my side. So we have a poll here on FoxProvidence.com. Which of these annoys you the most? A, hidden fees. B, not getting a human on the phone. C, tailgating. D, cell phone use by drivers. Or E, incomprehensible bills. So you can weigh in there. And we also have some of our friends on our Facebook page for The Road Show. And Nick Sylvia doesn't like when people aren't on time. And Daniel Slavin says, people who wear too much perfume or cologne, what are they trying to cover up that could smell worse? He wants to know. So you can weigh in a bunch of different ways. But I'll be back in about a half hour with your poll results. For now, back to the kitchen. Lily, what's going on?